During the 1980s, when I worked in the DC area, FBI agents would come by my office to conduct background checks on former employees seeking security clearances. From that viewpoint, the intentionally compromising situations in which Epstein placed his targets and documented them are of great concern. Who are these compromised men? What positions do they hold, and what did they have to do and continue to do because of the leveraging? There is a direct correlation between the amount of effort that is used to conduct a cover-up and the seriousness of what is being covered up. What we have witnessed is a tremendous amount of effort to suppress information. We are dealing with people in the administration and Justice Department who aren't operating in good faith. They were given the opportunity to comply with the law and didn't. Any new people appointed by the current administration will promise to comply, but won't. The matter needs to be taken out of their hands. The longer we wait on this, the more time they have to destroy or alter files. We know the American public overwhelmingly wants transparency and should get it. Amendments need to be inserted on must-pass bills that the Epstein file viewing room, the data files, computers, paper files, microfilms, as well as the administration of the files be transferred from Justice to a bipartisan committee, led by Thomas Massie and Khanna of the U.S. Congress. Those rooms in the DOJ buildings will be under the control of Congress for the next few years. After the completion of the review and investigation processes, the files can be transferred to the U.S. Archives. The Epstein part of a bill will be specifically stated to be non-severable from the rest of an act, meaning if the Trump administration goes to court claiming it is unconstitutional, the rest of a bill the administration needs will not go into effect. Allow each member of Congress to appoint 3 people to review all of the unredacted files. To get the Epstein disclosure back on the rails, this will do it. The media will refocus on this potential silver bullet. Since other countries are dealing with the problems Epstein and his network created for them, allow the UK, French, Norwegian and Polish embassies each to select 3 people to review the unredacted files. Epstein operated in several states which had their investigations stymied by federal intervention. Allow Arizona, New York, New Jersey and Florida to have 3 investigators to review the unredacted files. There has to be a plausible mechanism to determine what files and parts should be unredacted. In order to avoid partisan problems and political pressure on particular people, members from Republican members' staff and Democratic members' staffs would be paired, randomly chosen by lottery for a period, and review redacted files. If either the Democrat or Republican decide to unredact the files, they will be unredacted. If both agree the files should remain redacted, they will remain redacted. This prevents partisan vetoes. The files to be reviewed by the redaction review pairs would also be selected by lottery. Random people reviewing random files makes it very difficult for pressure to be applied on the reviewers. As far as definitions, someone who was being blackmailed by Epstein or intelligence entities is not a victim for the purposes of redaction. We have to identify compromised people for security purposes, leading to determinations what they may have done because of extortion. The longer this remains unresolved provides time for someone to alter what is in the files. Some public files refer to other files which haven't been released. There are public files which have pages missing in their sequences. There should be documents generated in investigations like FD 302s which aren't in the public files. Stage illusionists often replace the object the audience is following with something that looks exactly the same. The audience is looking for some missing pages, but it doesn't know what exactly is on them. So the audience is provided with something which isn't as bad for those altering the files. The severity of what was alleged is reduced. Things might be inserted to reduce the veracity of what was said. A far later investigation may lead to the fact the files presented may be questionable, and then a large amount of effort will have to be expended and time will have lapsed. The sooner, the better. In the US, there is a focus on the salaciousness of what happened and the victimization of the girls. Much of the left is fixated on class struggle and sexual victimization by the powerful. Parts of the right are focused on trying to protect the Trump administration, because it needs things from the administration and fears what the Democrats might do if they gain the upper hand. But the great issue is what was behind Epstein's operation. The UK and Europeans are not going after their people for sex crimes, but for espionage. Sex was a tool, but not the end product.